Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today what I have for you guys is another GTA 5 Online video. We do have some new player rewards and gifts that are available as part of the latest GTA Online update, just like we get every month now. But this time around, Rockstar's really dropped the ball in many players' opinions, and I think players will probably agree with what I say in this video here. Sadly, it's shaping up to be a little bit of another disappointing month in terms of the plethora and the variety of actual opportunities we have to take advantage of here. And so if you're expecting like massive, substantial bonuses or big discounts, you'll probably be let down. That being said, there is a silver lining, and there is one catch that we're going to talk about later on after reviewing everything that's on offer that I think you guys will greatly appreciate, because it is for sure the saving grace of this month. Is it worth it to you? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about later on in today's video. So with that being said, welcome back and let's get started. So let's start with this month's highlight, which is the free Dominator GT here at the Vinewood Car Club. And this being the highlight is kind of interesting because, of course, this released over a year ago in game. We didn't get the new Firebolt ASP, which is the brand new DLC vehicle released in GTA Online, as the free car for this month with GTA Plus. The interesting thing is Rockstar used to do that. Like during, I would say, the first maybe 6 months to a year of GTA Plus, whenever we would get a new DLC vehicle, that's also when we would also get like one of the newest drip feed vehicles as the free vehicle for the month. But now Rockstar switches it up a lot, and unfortunately they just give you different vehicles even if we have a brand new DLC vehicle for that weekly update in GTA Online. So instead of it being the Firebolt ASP, we have the Dominator GT. And that being said, this car does cost a lot if you buy it full price, full MSRP value from Southern San Andreas Super Autos. It's a $2,195,000 car. If I could compare it to anything, this is basically just like the OG Dominator, but of course it's convertible. And not only that, it's got better handling, it sticks to the road better. Doesn't have quite insane of top speed or quite as good acceleration as the OG Dominator, but of course it's a newer Mustang. The only problem with it that I think, which is just more of a personal preference maybe, is I think a lot of players want a hardtop Dominator in this game. Same here. They did that with the Vigoro ZX, with the normal Vigoro ZX, then you also have the convertible. We need a Dominator GT coupe, not just the convertible here in this game. That would be nice, or a hardtop coupe, I should say. But this is the quote-unquote free vehicle for GTA Plus, or realistically $0 vehicle included with your GTA Plus subscription for this month. As for our other cars, let's check them out. So we do have the Imponte Deluxo featured here, and if you want to pick up this vehicle, well, of course it is going to cost you $4,630,000. After that, we have the Pegassi Toreador. If you want to buy this one, it's going to run you $3,415,504. After that, the Ubermacht Niobe. If you want to pick that one up from here, it's going to run you $1,518,592. We have the Grotti Visa 1 or Vision. You can get this one for $1,819,152. Next up, the Grotti X80 Proto featured here. You can get this car for $2,160,000. We have the Anis ZR350, nice JDM car. You can get this one for $1,308,416, followed by the Cheval Taipan, another vehicle you can get here for $1,584,000. The brand new Vapid Firebolt ASP, if you want to get it from the car club, you can get this one for $1,535,664. And then the Lampadati Michelli GT that you can purchase here for $994,592. In terms of the stock this month, I mean, I guess we'll put the brand new DLC vehicle, so the Vapid Firebolt ASP, pretty decent. ZR350 is pretty good. Visa 1 is nice. Is that rare or removed? I think so. I don't know if it was brought back to the game, though. We have the Ubermacht Niobe. HSW is fantastic on here, and obviously the Toreador and the Imponte Deluxo are definitely worth picking up if you want as well. In terms of our discounts included with this month's premium subscription service, we do have all arcade properties with the arcade upgrades that are going to be 40% off, so you can see the different prices of the various properties here. And these also include, like I said, the upgrades and modifications. So if I wanted to renovate my Vinewood 8-bit location, well, those will also be discounted as well with all of the different things here that you can get. And that's it when it comes to discounts. That's literally the only opportunity. And while the arcade is nice, I mean, by the time you get the arcade as an actual business here in this game, you probably don't need the 40% off discount. But nonetheless, say if you're brand new to the game and you've been running some Cluck and Bell farm raids or something like that, and you have GTA Plus, well, I guess you could take advantage of this discount this month. When it comes to this month's clothing you can get, we have the LS Panic Varsity Jacket, which I have applied on my character right here, followed by the LS Panic Varsity Cap. So you have a Ford's designer cap as well as like a designer bomber jacket here, or just a normal bomber jacket in like the clothing category. You could check it out. So some decent wear, but like just once again, this is kind of all we're getting. And then the only stuff left we have to talk about are the bonuses next up. And now for our bonuses, let's discuss these two. Unfortunately, I'm in an actual mission screen, so I can't show you the other payouts, but we do have double money and double RP on the Project Breakaway file, which is the FIB priority file for this week. The FIB priority file for each week with this month and GTA Plus is going to be double money and double RP, so you're going to be making well over $300,000, which with each of those files that you're doing each week, that's the priority for the week. But not only that, we also have double money and RP on the Terabyte client jobs, and that is where I think we have some good opportunities, because while the Terabyte client jobs is like an OG grinding method, I would consider at this point, you're not like super OG, but like definitely in terms of good grinds that you could do, you know, even like 7 years ago in GTA, or I guess 6 or whatever the case is, it was a pretty good one. And so I'm just requesting my Terabyte one because I actually want to show you guys kind of what we could do here with this bonus. We're going to do a couple Terabyte client jobs because instead of them paying $30,000 this week, they're going to be paying out $60,000, which you guys may be thinking, oh, like that's not that great. There's other better ways to make money, things like that. But consider this. Consider this pretty interesting grind, especially while we do have double money on the bonus objectives for this specific week over the next couple days here in GTA Online. Think about this. You have your Terabyte stored in your garment factory. You can go right into your Terabyte after you deliver stuff from your garment factory for the actual FIB file setup missions, things like that. And you can either wait for the 5-minute cooldown after you complete the file to do one of these client jobs, or you can, in between each single setup for your garment factory and your file you're doing, you can do a client job. So what I'm going to do is show you guys some of the easiest ones you could do. The three you want to be prioritizing here are diamond shopping, targeted data, and robbery progress, probably, or robbery in progress, I should say, probably in that order. Now you can park your Terabyte closer so you can actually complete these two missions faster, but I'm just trying to showcase to you, like, just imagine my Terabyte was actually parked inside of my garment factory right now. We just ended an FIB file, we have the 5-minute cooldown, or before I start up a new setup, we're doing a Terabyte client job. So what we're gonna do is fly over to this destination right, where is it? Right here. And we're gonna get this mission done super fast. So I'll see you guys when we get there. So we're coming up on the location. You only have a few enemies to kill, and you basically just need to steal diamonds from the Vangelico jewelry store. So I'm gonna go in, let's use, I guess, you know what, let's use my assault rifle Mark II. I love a nice cheeky red tiger AK in this game. So we've killed a couple of the enemies that are in here. This guy's still alive, actually, hold on. Well, we have two of them. This guy, you, take him out. Take the diamonds, and now we're just driving north. We have to lose the police in the process, but you can either call Lester, which actually, I'll just showcase that to you. You can call Lester to get rid of this wanted level, or of course you could just lose it yourself. Honestly, by the time you fly over there, you're gonna lose your wanted level anyway, and then you'll be able to remove it just by losing it naturally. But let's just pay 600 to remove it in case you're one of those players who just, out of habit and out of practice, will always pay to remove their wanted level. Well, there we go. Now we gotta fly over to the destination, and the mission's done. We're gonna get this done probably in 4 minutes here, not even. Actually, no, much less time. We're getting this mission done in 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So now I'm about to end it right here. 2 minutes, 15 seconds, call it. Boom, there we go, fly through. I actually totally missed. I love that. Gotta love these epic fails while I'm recording a video. But here, let's enter $60,500 right there. $60,000 per Terabyte client job. Now, you either can just fast travel back to your garment factory or your nightclub, depending on where your Terabyte is stored, or just call it here and start up another. You do have a couple minute cooldown though. All right, so you completed your diamond shopping client job. Now you can jump back into your FIB files, vehicle cargo, whatever you do while you mix up your client jobs with other activities. Now let's try the targeted data mission, just so you could see also, once again, how quick and easy this is to do, because it's just so simple. And if you're doing these client jobs and you want to farm these, I recommend coming to the location where I am right here, parking your Terabyte. That way you're really close to Vangelico Jewelers, and you're also close to the location you have to go for your targeted data mission, because you just need to go to the Life Invader headquarters, need to do some hacks, kill some enemies. Just a fun, fast, simple mission. After that, you fly over to the location and basically assassinate a target. And so it says enter the driver's seat of the Terabyte. Well, we don't need to do that. As long as you know where you're headed with these missions, you're good to go. And with diamond shopping and targeted data, you're always going to be fighting in these areas. These are where the missions take place in. The only mission that makes it a little bit more like time intensive is the robbery in progress, because you can memorize all of the Felisa bank locations, but unless you look at the Terabyte client, or the Terabyte like security feed, and you access the cameras from there, I should say you don't need to access the cameras from there. But if you do go to each location, then of course, if you get really unlucky with the RNG and you get the Fleece Bank that's all the way out in Sandy Shores, you will have wasted so much time flying around. So I would just recommend you look at the security feed. That way you could just get the location, and then as long as you know which one that is, you're good to go. Not the, you know, most optimal, but it is what it is. So we just got the 2 hacks done. Now we have the location of the target. There's going to be a couple enemies you got to fight. Actually, there's a ton of police just waiting right here for me. They came up the stairs, so be careful while you're fighting these guys because, of course, you may die. They do sneak up on you if you're in the middle of, like, actually doing those hacking jobs, right? So let's run out here. I'm going to hop on my oppressor, and we are going to go to the next location. Gonna be a couple more enemies I gotta fight. I mean, you could just ignore them, obviously, but I like just shooting them, taking them out. Now let's head to the location of the target. Now that I'm coming up on the location of where the target is, I'm just gonna let my Oppressor Mark II missiles fly. You don't even need to land to take these guys out. I usually do if I'm just kind of vibing, and I like taking ground combat gunfights. But there we go, $61,500 for that mission completion. Once again, plus 60,000 right into the bank. Now that just leaves basically the robbery in progress mission to try out. Now, while I'm waiting for robbery in progress to open up after the cooldown, of course, like I said, there is a cooldown in between these. So if you're just trying to farm these over and over, they're not the best just because, of course, you do the cooldown and things like that. But these are meant to be played in between when you have like 5 minutes to spare and you want to make some cash. You know, you do your export mixed goods for 50K, you do your ammunition contract at the bunker for 50K, your auto shop client deliveries, your clubhouse bike delivery, whatever the case is, whatever you do for like a little bit of supporting side content to make money before you go back to, you know, your FIB files or your business sales or your auto shop contracts, security contracts at the agency, no matter what you're doing, you know, Cayo Perico, things like that. This is a quick way to make $60,000 in the meantime. Call it 15 minutes for the fine art file. If you speed run it, you fly around on your Sparrow or Oppressor Mark II, you get paid the $253,000 this week if you complete all the bonus objectives, because those are double money. Otherwise, they're $153,000 normally, and of course, you get the plus 50K on top of that. But call it, you make $253,000 with $100,000 from the bonus objectives because they're double money. Then you're making $180,000 as well for less than 15 minutes spent on these Terabyte client jobs. You won't encounter these cooldowns because you're going to be doing them in between the setups for the fine art file as well as the finale when you actually have the 5-minute cooldown. Well, guess what? That's $433,000 in a half hour between the fine art file as well as doing the Terabyte client jobs. That's pretty good right there. You know, that being said, are these bonuses actually worth taking advantage of? Is this actually worth it with GTA Plus? Ultimately, that's up to your discretion, right? Like, if you spend money or you don't on GTA Plus, it doesn't affect me in any way, so it actually doesn't matter to me. But what I'm trying to showcase to you guys for this video is showing you how you can actually use this bonus to make some money, because it's not all bad. It's just dependent on if you want to use this as like your main grinding method, or of course just like a side supporting content to grind in the meantime. But once you get your bank robbery target after looking through all the security camera footage, I mean, you don't actually need to look through it like I said, but I like to do that so I actually know the location and I can just head right there versus me flying around to each one and then seeing from there, you know, because that would be a little bit of waste of time. You have 30 minutes to complete this. This should only still take you like 3 or 4 minutes to do. Probably, I would imagine. Let's just see. Let's just speed run it and find out. I'm about to actually die right there. Speaking of which, I should probably kill this guy in my oppressor. Wait, did I kill him? Did I kill the Juggernaut? I don't see him. Oh, wait. Was he hiding behind the door? Okay, so as it turns out, I actually just like totally sold right there. I died to the Juggernaut. When was the last time I died on a client job? I thought I blew him up with my Oppressor Mark II rounds, but I guess this guy's actually hiding behind the doors of this, and that's why I didn't see him. But a couple shots, and he's dead. So there you go. You got nothing to worry about. A couple more enemies in here, and we will... Wait. Oh my god, I'm surprised that guy lived through that. Take you out. Thank you very much. Grab his duffel bag full of money. Lose the cops once again. Go to the objective, and you're literally done with the mission. So I'm going to get back on my oppressor because I want to get out of here. And once again, just call Lester. You could lose your wanted level. It's not too bad. You know, you only have a 2-star wanted level, so it really isn't the worst thing in the world. But here we go, 1.5 miles out from the objective, and we're going to finish this job in 3 minutes. You could even do it in 2 minutes, 2 minutes 30, but of course, I sold there and died to the Juggernaut like a total GTA Online noob. I deserved it. I just didn't see him. I saw him on the minimap, of course, but I didn't know that was the Juggernaut. I thought I killed him already with the oppressor missiles. And once again, go into the yellow circle. I, of course, missed it a second time in a row. Boom, there we go. Mission pass, goal delivers $60,500. So, like I said, this is actually a very good bonus if you're going to be obviously taking advantage of it while you do your FIB files or any other type of content. Like, for example, what I've been doing on stream recently on a second character was building up my vehicle cargo warehouse, as well as grinding hangar sourcing missions on land. And in the middle of those, while I was on cooldown for, like, say, doing a hangar sourcing mission, for example, or even just say, oh, look at the kitty cat, it looks like my Junebug. Oh, little baby. She's chonky, though. She's chonkier than Junebug, that's for sure. But say if, you know, you're doing those sourcing missions, you know, your vehicle cargo, in between that, I would just run another Terabyte client job. I mean, I'm not on cooldown to source for vehicle cargo, but just to mix it up, I jump into the Terabyte and do one of those. So, you know, up to your discretion if you want to take advantage. If you are a paying member of GTA Plus and you're wondering if this is actually worth taking advantage of, 100%, $60,000 over $30,000 for, you know, 3 minutes of work is 100% worth it, no matter what way you spin it, to be honest. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios, amigos.